Hello again, and welcome back to week 26 of year 3 of the Religious Education Initiative. This is day 2. Last time we began this second sermon of St. Theophan on prayer, in which he discussed the use of prayer books as a starting point for developing the reality of prayer in our lives, but proceeded to highlight the importance of moving beyond the use of written prayers only, learning to bring something of ourselves to God. We will continue from that point. So he says, "Why is it then, you may ask, that some people use their prayer books for years, yet never have prayer in their hearts? To me, the reason for this seems to lie in the fact that the only time they make the effort to raise their hearts to God is while they are actually carrying out their rule of prayer, only in the morning, for example. They think that then their relationship to God is complete, their duty fulfilled. After this, they spend their whole day in other activities without ever turning to God. Then, when evening comes, they may decide it is time to turn back to the business of prayer. So it happens that, even if the Lord does give them a good disposition in the morning, it will be smothered under the fuss created by the numerous activities of the day. This is the reason why they have no desire to pray in the evening. They have lost control of themselves and are unable to soften their souls even to a small degree, so that prayer does not come easily nor ripen easily. This is an all too common fault that needs to be put right, because one must act in such a way that the soul does not turn to God only when you are standing in prayer, but should do so as far as possible throughout the day. It should be an unceasing offering of oneself to Him." Now, I can never read this sermon without feeling a profound sense of shame, because this, I think, is the way I live my life, and I think it is the way that many of us live our lives. We spend all of our time, even if we keep our prayer rule strictly in the morning and the evening, and then we leave it behind as though God only is present there at the beginning and the end of our day. And this is a gentle but firm reminder that we are called to something more than this, that we are offered something more beautiful than this, that we are granted to be always in the presence of God, if we can simply remember to turn our hearts, our minds, our souls toward Him, not just in the morning, not just in the evening, but at all times. The prayer rule is intended to be a foothold, we could say, a beachhead in our day, not a place that is the last holdout against the world, but the beginning of the Lord's entrance back into the fullness of our lives. So, it's the beginning of Great Lent. The Great Lent is, in a sense, a foothold in the rest of the year, intended to grow, to blossom and to bloom into something beautiful, as the Lord is more and more present in our lives as we open the door to Him. So may we open our lives to the Lord and attend to Him at all times of the day. God bless you all. We'll see you shortly for day 3.